Hey guys, Brad Canova here, and this is my channel. Today we'll be doing the Chosen One Part 4, and like I said in my last Chosen One video, I am missing a couple of the comics, so unfortunately I have to do it out of order until I get the comics, so I apologize. So let's get right into it, but real quick, the cover, it just says a lot for what we're about to see in the comic. I think it's a really nice cover. It has a bunch of nice color mixings for the paint they did with like the smoke, and the picture alone just looks awesome. So let's get into it. And that's what the next comic looks like, but we already did a video on it, so if you haven't seen it, I recommend going and watching it. So now I want to say what I love about the comic, because there's a good amount on there. So first we start off, if you have read the other comic, because Vader gets defeated by the Jedi, and he lands on a big pile of rocks from falling from that cliff. And you can see the little droid that he fought. And the droid ends up saying that you were defeated. You get to see from the fall damage, it destroyed one of his eye sensors. So, with all the strength he had left, he ended up destroying the droid and bringing the parts to him. From to somewhat repair himself, he used, I call it force mending. So he just rebuilds himself, basically. Then we get to see the Jedi in the little city that he's guarding. Then we got some mechanics. You get to see his little starfighter. And they're just talking. There's a little kid. Vader ends up getting himself a new leg. Stands up. Grabs that electric baton sword that he got from the droid. And then the Jedi is trying to repair his ship as fast as possible because he wants to go defeat the Emperor. But then he senses that Vader survived. And here comes one of my favorite pictures on this whole comic, is right here. Just look how evil they made Vader look. With the purple shock blade. They have the one eye that's still working, glowing. The background's fired up. And he's like, alright, bet. Ignites his green lightsaber and jumps up there. And they end up doling it out again, but Vader's more pissed off than he was. And so basically, Palpatine, the first suit that he made for Vader, he made it purposely weak and slow. So these new parts basically helped him out, you know? And while dueling, these guards came up to try to help. And Vader was like, alright, advantage. Force chokes him off the cliff here. And starts pushing him off. The Jedi saved him. And that basically gave Vader more advantage. So he ended up destroying this little water port here to flood the city. But, you know, the Jedi, as a Jedi, wanted to save it. So he turns off his lightsaber, puts it in his little sleeve there. And while he's doing that, Vader force pulls the lightsaber. Then you get this cool little water thing, like, you know, how something really bad happens. Sometimes there's lightning. Yeah, they did basically that. And then he force chokes the Jedi, makes him watch the city get destroyed. And then he just goes on. Basically cracks his neck and drops him in the river. And that's where we end it. I'm loving the Chosen One series. After I finish doing a video on all these comics, I'm going to try to grab the ones that I'm missing. But till then, thank you all for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe if you haven't already. Go check out my other videos. You will not regret it. And you all have yourselves a good night. Take care.